Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Here I am again. So, I'm still technically on vacation, but, can't really resist. Gonna be going on another trip relatively soon, so I just figured in the meantime, while I was back in Arizona, I would do a couple things that I've been trying to get to for a while that haven't been able to. The first thing is the AutoJune book, which is done, and it will be coming out very soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I will make a separate announcement video whenever it is publicly available. So that would be really cool if you get that. And I was kind of looking back at some old videos, and I was looking at my Minecraft video whenever I was talking about putting the Conlang onto Minecraft, and I mentioned kind of offhand like, oh yeah, I don't really know how to do the font yet. And I was kind of looking through the comments, and people were talking about like, how do you do the font? Like, how could I put like my alphabet on there? And so I looked into it a while ago, and I couldn't figure it out, and I've been thinking about it for nearly a decade now, since I was like 12 years old. Like, I want to put the Casanocian alphabet onto Minecraft, but I didn't know how to do it because I was a dum-dum. And only finally, literally this morning, did I actually successfully figure out how to do it in real life for the first time. And it's actually like really easy. So here I am making a video about it. Now keep in mind, this is for alphabets, like ligatures and stuff. That is not a part of this. That makes the process a lot more complicated. It's possible. I think I've seen people do it, but that is not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about just like alphabet. So, alright, so as with any good Minecraft tutorial, the first thing you're going to do is go over to the start bar or whatever you max scum uses your equivalent. You're going to go into run, type in %opdata% yet again. You're going to open up some files. You're going to go over and click on .minecraft. You're going to have .minecraft open, and you're going to go click on versions. You're going to go through the list of however many versions you've ever installed on here, and this time, despite again my love for 1.12.2, this time I'm going to go for 1.16.5. You are going to right click on this, and you are going to open it with WinRAR. WinRAR is going to open up. You're not going to buy WinRAR. Nobody buys WinRAR. You're going to go to this little thing that's called assets. Go to your desktop, create a new folder, and then we're going to rename this to whatever name you want this resource pack folder to have. And I'm gonna call it Scrappy Do, because why not? Take these assets, you're going to copy the assets. It will extract them from the system. You will go into said Scrappy Do folder. You will paste. You don't really need realms or assets roots. You can just kind of kill those off, delete them, save you some memory. Within Minecraft, you would then have the resource packs. And again, this is mostly just the process of making a resource pack. Where last time we went into Lang and did stuff, this time what we really need is textures, right? You go to textures, and you go from textures to font. And then in font, you have a massive assortment of lots and lots of symbols. Now, for just like the normal alphabet is the next one over, which is ASCII.png. Capital letters, your lowercase letters, tone markers are in there too, square roots, blah 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 for some reason, but obviously just this top half is the part that matters. So let's say you've created a keyboard with Keyman, and you have started transcribing the romanization of your language into Minecraft, and you've got this romanization on there, and it has a system that has like some diacritics and some not diacritics. Well, then what you're going to need to edit is ASCII.png and the previous one, the accented.png, wherever the accent marks, wherever the diacritics that you're actually using can be found, right? Now, if, like in the original transcription of AutoJune, you have weird diacritics, like really weird ones that aren't even on this accented list, which is definitely a possibility. That's what happened to me. You're going to have to go into Unicode. And when you go into Unicode, it gives you a little bit more pixels to work with. It might actually work better for you depending on what you're trying to do. It's probably the preferred option if you have a lot of diacritics, honestly, and especially if your symbols are more complicated. So you might choose to use Unicode _page00, and then there's a lot of pages of Unicode, so wherever the symbols that you need exist according to their Unicode coding value, you can just basically go down the chart and try and find your symbols. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go through any of these millions of pages of Unicode characters. I'm just going to go into ASCII.png and I'm going to import some things. But I'm going to open it up in paint.net, which is just my image editing program of choice. And you get like this nice thing with the transparent background to make it a little more visible. I temporarily, emphasis on temporarily, add in the a black background just so I can see the white text in there. It's literally just an image file, so you just, yeah. So, and also AutoGen, it doesn't have like a distinction between capital and lowercase, so I literally just copy and pasted the caps and the lowercase on there. But when I was doing it this morning, I forgot the lowercase p, so I'm just gonna pretend that that's not a thing. We're just gonna keep on keeping on and just go. But yeah, so you can go through one by one and just alter all these letters to your whim, just to distinguish Scrappy Doo from the other one. I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna flip all the just the numbers 1 through 6 upside down, just to make like a little hee xd kind of moment. Oh god, I broke it. Oh, I completely broke it. But yeah, no, it's still cursed, so I'm gonna keep it. Delete the background layer, because you cannot have a background layer on this image. It would pretty much put a black background on literally everything. And I mean, if you want that, go for it. You could even make it colored. A couple more steps that we have to go through. Now we're in the Scrappy Doo file. If you would like to make this work, if you would like to make it an actual resource pack that will show up on Minecraft, create a new text document. You get this text document, and then you're going to get the magic text, which again, I will put in the description. It's less than the last one. The magical text that solves everything is this right up here. Boop. All that. I will put that in there. Again, this is just my little description in here. The description can be whatever you want it to be titled or subtitled on there. The title will be the file name. The subtitle will be whatever you put in here. Alright, so you put that in there. Now, what is incorrect is, apparently in Minecraft 1.16.5, the version, the pack format is now 6. I think either 5 or 6 works still, but I would put in 6 for 1.16.5. Again, this numerical value depends on the Minecraft version. Whenever things update to 1.17, it's probably going to be 7, and so on and so forth. This is where you gotta save it. You save it as, but then you don't save it as a text document. Just click all files, and then you save it as pack.mcmeta. You try and click on pack.mcmeta, it's like, oh, you can't open that. That's because you need to open it with like a better notepad editor point. This is like one of the last steps, okay? I was putting this into Minecraft and it just wasn't showing up as a resource pack. And I tried again and again and again, putting it in, deleting it, restarting it. And every single time it just didn't work. And then I realized that there was just, I was missing the last closing bracket. Yep. So when they tell you that brackets are important, listen, because if you're missing that bracket, it doesn't close the script, and thus the entire thing is just not considered a resource pack in the eyes of Minecraft's code. Control S, save it, make sure that's in there. If you want a logo for the thing, then go ahead and put a logo in. Gotta be a pack.png. I made a pack.png for this one, and it has to be named pack.png or else it won't work. I'm gonna keep this one the same because this is just like an example file. And once you have all of that put together, then you're pretty much done. You're pretty much done. You can X out of pretty much everything else, and then you open up Minecraft, and you open up whatever version you're gonna be using. So in this case, it's 1.16.5. You hit play, so we have Minecraft open, right? Go to options, go to resource packs. See, there's the one I did this morning. We're just gonna go and hit open pack folder, minimize this. Oh look, here's the resource pack folder for Minecraft. And all I'm gonna do is, I'm going to copy and paste Scrappy Doo in there, right? Which, it's a lot of items. It's not too much memory, but you know, you could probably trim it down if literally all you want to have in there is the font, because it's an entire resource pack. You could do all the textures, all the music, everything, and just have this be a part of it, right? So, wait for that to copy paste. Now it's in, and then immediately you can see that it shows up in the little thingy. Look at that, Scrappy Doo Lang. Hit the little arrow button, hit done, it'll load, and there it is. Text has been converted 1-to-1 from Latin text to Autojune text, Jopetoj. Scrappy Doo specifically, because look, the numbers are upside down. But see, it's really easy to do. Just remember those brackets whenever you're making the ŋimp file. So again, that actually turned out to be like super easy. Like I kind of feel like my mind is blown that I wasn't able to figure that out over the past like 9 years of my life playing Minecraft. But I guess it's fair. It's totally fair. It's totally fair. I know how to do it. A lot of people were asking. A lot of people already know how to do it. But here it is. This is it. This is my take, my tutorial, my showing you definitively that it is conveniently possible to put your Conlang's writing system onto Minecraft, especially as an alphabet, even if you have to use Unicode, right? If it's an abugida, if there's ligatures and all kinds of things where like typing certain sequences of letters changes things, that is not accounted for in this system. That takes more steps. That takes many more steps, and I'll have to get back to you on that another time because I am still in the process of working that one out. I would love to have Pitham on here, but we'll have to see about that. I think it's been done before. A couple people on my Discord server seem to have already figured that part out. We can talk about that part, guys. Anyway, that's about it. So, I'm still technically on vacation. I'm going to be going on another road trip soon, but not before the book comes out. So, when the book comes out, there will be an announcement video. It's going to cost $22 for the book, and it includes the whole history of the Fawano Peninsula, all the language, several sample texts, a full dictionary, and some pretty pictures. So please support me and the channel by perhaps purchasing said book when it comes out. And because the profit margin is like next to zero on that, even more helpful would be to become a patron on Patreon, and I would like to specially thank my patrons. You are all very special to me. You have slightly taken a dent out of all the expenses that I have put into the channel, especially with like the Minecraft server hosting and now like all the ISBN buying and copyright buying that I had to get for publishing the book. So, it's a bit of an expensive endeavor, and it definitely improves my morale and spirit seeing that people think that I am worth spending a little bit of money on every month. Like it's, like instead of getting, I don't know, a cup of coffee or a couple packets of tea, you decided to give that 1 or 3 or 10 in the case of Skylar. Thank you very much for that. It helps a lot. We got some juicy stuff coming down the pike, some more cursed language showcases that are going to come out, and a lot more. So keep yourselves tuned in to me. Like, comment, subscribe if you've watched this video and you have not yet subscribed, so we can get to 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible and have a nice celebration in regards to that. And with that, I am done. I am going to go and relax for the first time in a while. Agma Schwa, out. Bye. They can't hurt you.